Yo, 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 it's your host, Spanks, Nothing's Normal Podcast. And I'm here introducing Righteous Felon Craft Jerky, ladies and gentlemen. It's an all-natural jerky, beef jerky, excellent source of protein, good for you gym heads like myself, good post-workout meal or snack, I should say. They got some cool names, too. Shout out to the Righteous Felon. You know, I know a lot of felons. I'm a felon myself, so this really hit different. My favorite would be the Teriyaki Balboa. If you know me, those are obvious reasons. My boys got the boxing gloves. We got the Maryland Monroe. Now, for those who've been to Maryland, you know what they're known for, good old crab seasoning. So we got the Maryland Monroe. And finally, I'm going to give y'all one more, the Soul Survivor. The Soul Survivor, Korean barbecue inspired. Tastes like rib tips. You won't know the difference. If you want to give these snacks a try, you head over to their website at righteousfelon.com. Type in promo code POLY15 for a discount on this excellent, healthy, delicious snack. Yo, 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 Nothing's Normal Podcast. It's your host, Spanks, back at you with another episode. We got some more estrogen in the house, man. You know, the fellas, we've been overdoing it with the fellas. They told me you got to get some ladies in the house. Some ladies. Shout out to Nick. Before that, let me do a couple shout outs, man. Shout out to GBA, Grind Build Achieve. Tails, I'm proud of you. He just got back from Invest Fest. Put on a stellar salesman performance. I'm almost think bro worked in retail, man. He looked good out there. Shout out to EYL for hosting Invest Fest. Shout out to Greenleaf, the studio we in. My boy Angelo behind the camera, Scarfone. That's what Siri called him, Angelo Scarfone, Polymath Media. But enough about them. Let's get to our 21st guest. Who we got to the left?
Hi, I'm Jailyn.
Jailyn.
Yes. I have an entertainment company.
Yeah.
It's called Phyre Entertainment, LLC.
Dope.
And yeah, so...
Jailyn. Is that your government name or your stage name?
Okay, that's my government name because I don't have any nicknames.
Really?
Not yet, at least.
Never.
Like not any like ones that like have stuck for real.
Yeah, Jay. Jay's like kind of like...
I know, right?
Jay's
like,
just... Everybody's Jay. I know a million Jays.
Yeah. Like, no, I have a friend that calls me Big J.
Big J, okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that like I can really
J.
fill the shoes of that.
Yeah, you're a little petite.
I know, right?
Nothing wrong with it. We're not frame judging here, man. We keep it in moderate.
Yeah, no body shaming.
Yeah, no. We don't get into that here. Like we love everybody. Okay, Jay.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Where you from, Jay?
So
Jailyn, Big J.
So I'm initially from Mount Vernon.
Ooh.
Yes.
Scary.
And then
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, no, literally. And then I ended up moving to Valhalla, for high school because, my parents were like, you are not built for that.
Night and day.
Yeah. They're like, you're too nice for where the school was at the time. It definitely has gotten like significantly better, like, Mount Vernon High School from the time when I was younger to now.
Definitely.
Very different place.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I'd like to talk about this far as the generations of these areas.
I'm actually 29.
Oh.
I'll be 30 next week.
Okay. Yeah. Congratulations. Virgo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last day.
Shout out to the Virgos, man.
Yeah.
A little fire action.
Yeah.
Okay, Mount Vernon to Valhalla. So what was that transition like for you transferring, even moving to a different city, like versus where were you at in Mount Vernon? You don't got to give me the house address.
No, yeah, like
just
I
the general
was,
area.
Like near Mount St. Michael.
Okay, I don't know where that is.
Yeah,
but,
don't worry. The people that are watching, they'll know where.
Shout out to Mount Vernon. I got a lot of friends in Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is about the size of this table. So
oh no, for real, 4 square miles.
Yeah, you can't not know somebody. Okay, with Valhalla, I mean, I know a few people in Valhalla as well. I mean, what was that like for you, that transition? Was it a smooth transition? Or was you like, when you got in your bed in Mount Vernon, like, we made it out? Or, like, what was the vibe going from Mount Vernon to Valhalla?
So, actually, living in Mount Vernon, like, it was very similar to, like, the house that we have now. So, like, the house, transition.
They have houses in Mount Vernon?
First of all, I'm screw big. Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no in between.
Really?
There's houses, and then there's just not.
Right.
So, and no, it wasn't actually, like, that bad of a transition for me. I'm actually, like, really grateful for the people that I met when I initially got to Valhalla. Like my best friend Allie, shout out to her.
Allie Cat.
You'll always
Oopsies.
see, like if you see me, you're gonna see her.
Right.
Like truly.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we've been rocking since 9th grade.
That's
and
dope.
she just has really been like, like my first week of school, she was like, we go out on the weekends, like, do you want to come out? And I was like,
My summer house and
I was like, oh my
That's
God.
dope,
Because I
yeah.
was so worried about not having friends,
Yeah.
But they really just like showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What's the African American percentage in Valhalla? Valhalla's a little, I'll say it's diverse, but it's primarily, how is it?
It was more when I first got there.
Yeah. Right.
But because I went because my year was like Kyle and like Mills.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
So like
absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a
Shout out
little
to
ghetto.
him.
A little ghetto there.
Like,
Okay.
yeah,
It
like
was some,
so,
some
no,
culture around
like,
there. That's dope.
like Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn, of course.
He
Shout out to
also,
Quinn. Boy.
yeah, there was like a couple people like that were out there. Shout out to Charisma and Chastity.
Shout out to them for sure. Yeah.
No, yeah, great people. Like, so
Absolutely.
I just like had a lot of great people like that were just like really nice, really supportive, like just like good people around
Yeah.
at the time I got there. So it was like the transition was good.
This is where, like, black people, we kind of ignorant because you sound like you from Valhalla. Like, we'll kind of identify people by you don't sound like you from Mount Vernon. It's like, we got to stop, we got to stop being so critical and sounding white and sounding black. You sound how you sound and you from where you from. Okay, shout out to that. So before we get into more what you do, I noticed keyword parents,
Yes.
plural. So I'm assuming you grew up with both your parents.
Yes, I actually grew up with both my parents,
Yeah.
but a very different dynamic.
Really?
Because when my sister was born, my mom was in medical school. Like she was finishing medical school.
Oh, wow.
And so my dad became a stay-at-home dad.
Dope.
Like,
That's dope.
and it's so funny because they went on vacation and, and I was home, and I realized how much my dad does, and I was like,
It's interesting.
oh my gosh, like this house would not run
Yeah.
at all
Yeah.
without him.
Yeah.
And so it just made me appreciate, like I've always appreciated him. We've always had a great relationship because, he
course.
has 3 daughters. So
Yeah. Oh,
like I'm
Yikes.
the one that was like with sports and like with like the building things and, but it's so interesting. But my mom is, she's Dr. G. She's
Dr.
my biggest
G.
supporter.
Yeah.
Oprah.
Oprah.
For like,
Yeah.
honestly, she is the most supportive person I think I've ever met. She's actually my business partner.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
dope. So you keep it all in the family. So, I mean, you don't hear that too often. And that takes a strong man because it's hard. No, usually it's the other way around.
Oh, yeah.
So that could definitely sometimes play on a man's psyche. A man to feel like, sometimes he'll feel less of himself. But I'm kind of the same way. Like I'm very hands-on, with mine as well. And I just feel like that's so necessary for a man to be involved, not just being a provider, being more, hands-on. That's dope. Shout out to him.
Like, yeah, I definitely do. I appreciate all of the fathers out there, like,
The Mr.
because-
Moms.
Oh, like truly, because,
Yeah.
it's like a very beautiful thing to, like that relationship, because like you come from your mom,
Of course.
But having that built relationship with your dad
For sure.
is even now, he takes me and my sisters out to breakfast
As he
and we'll
should,
like
yeah.
catch up and talk and it's beautiful.
Nice. See, that's amazing. I'm
Yeah.
just visualizing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. Like I said, especially in our culture, black culture, we hear about it, but we more talk about the negative as far as what fathers aren't doing more so than fathers. So I appreciate hearing stories like that.
Yeah.
You said something about sports. What did you play any sports coming up?
Yeah, I did. I played like unconventional sports. Like, so as
Chess.
I wish. I honestly wish anybody out there, if you know how to play chess, please teach me.
Yeah.
But I more so did, in high school, I was actually rowing. Like,
wow.
I was doing
Like-
crew. Yeah, like the
boat.
Olympics.
Row your boat.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy
So I was
moly.
doing that, and I'm not gonna lie, that was the hardest sport I've ever done. But I was also a thrower on the track team.
Shot put?
Yeah, shot put,
Oh, wow.
discus, hammer, javelin.
Okay. Can't
Yeah.
judge a book by its cover. You usually see the big The big guy with the wow.
No, I had to have technique because, you know, there's not that much of me. So, like,
Strong, no. Yeah. It's, you know, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. At some point, after high school, did you pursue school after high school? Did your education go further than just high school?
Yeah, it did actually. I went to Iona first.
Oh, wow.
But Iona is not the Iona it is today. The Iona today has so many more majors. It has so much more going on, you know? So at the time, it wasn't a good fit for me.
No.
But if I like graduated, you know, last year and I went there, it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But then I ended up leaving and going to Purchase.
Oh, shout out to
And
Purchase.
that was the best decision I have ever made in my life.
I get Purchase vibes. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
both my brothers were graduated from Purchase. Ice and Tails. They both.
We had class together. Like,
Really?
yeah.
What kind of
That's
class?
actually,
Dance class?
No, I'm screaming. Like, honestly, like, I don't know if he took dance class. You might want to talk to him about that. But no, the class that we had together actually was a history class. That actually was the start of my Jewish studies minor.
Holy smokes.
Was taking that class that we had together.
Really?
Yeah.
Jewish. Say that again?
Jewish studies minor.
Oh, wow. I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is Edgemont. That's
Yeah.
that's as Jewish as my, I'm playing. But, okay, Purchase.
But,
Wow.
yeah.
Did you finish at Purchase?
Yeah.
What did you go for study at Purchase?
So because I felt like school, the way I did school was like, I feel like that's a place where you're supposed to learn as much as you can.
Yeah.
So I took everything. Like,
Wow.
So they were like, okay, so what are we going to put this under? And then they're like, you know, we'll put it under liberal studies. You know,
okay,
so
yeah.
then, but I really love history. So I ended up taking a lot of classes about, you know, like Israel and like Africa and like all of that, and ended up taking like Hebrew. I was actually able I was able to speak Hebrew. I like learning languages, but
We could just send you. You can go on a pyramid and you could just touch the wall
I went
and
to
know
Israel.
everything.
Yeah, that was a full show.
Really?
Like, yeah,
How was that?
it was good.
Yeah.
I did archaeology out there.
Oof.
Yeah,
It gives me
Indiana
Jurassic
Jones.
Park vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jurassic
Yeah.
Park vibes. You got like the Purchase vibe too. You know,
Yeah.
I've been going to Purchase since high school, and Purchase got that, you know, that Purchasey vibe. It's hard to
No,
explain. Very
but you know
melodical,
it when you
very
feel it.
free.
Yeah.
It's a free spirit school.
Oh,
It's a
definitely.
dope school. You find a little bit of everything there.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, at some point after Purchase, after you get out of college, I mean, what were your plans when you got out of college as far as under the Liberal Studies Act? Like, what exactly was it that you set out to do?
I was like, I'm going to be an archaeologist. I'm just going to travel the world, dig things up, put them in museums, like teach some classes, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was with it,
Right.
you know? But
Okay.
then, you know,
Things happen.
life has other plans.
Yeah. College, I mean, was college something that, I know a lot of people that I know went to college and even graduated, they kind of regret it, some of them, as
Yeah.
far as, you know, if not being able to pay for it, being in debt. There's good things about college. It's like a lot of people, they don't end up making a career out of the whatever they studied, their major and things of that nature. Was college something you regretted? Was it something that you felt like you needed at the time?
Honestly, I don't regret it because I also used it as a place to network with people that are going to be,
Right.
like, honestly, I run into more people I went to Purchase with now than when I was probably going to Purchase.
Right.
You know, like I
Yeah.
run into them in the industry now.
Okay.
And so, you know, that's a very beautiful thing to have that familiarity with people already.
Yes.
And now it's like, oh, wait,
I've
you
seen
did
you
this?
before.
Like, you decided to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So, no, I think it's definitely a great place to network.
Yeah.
And also for you to have, like, access to real information.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and also to be able to ask questions to a person who has studied that information even deeper than you are.
Oh, wow.
You know,
That's deep.
because
Yeah.
you should always want to be a lifelong learner, regardless of whether you're in school or not.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Life
Mm-hmm.
is the best teacher in itself. You can learn something just going outside, walking to the car. You might learn what to do, what not to do. That's very open-minded. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So you said industry. I'm
Yes.
like somebody who pays attention to keywords.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very, I'm just like that. I'm like a sticky note. Like it'll just stick to me. So industry. And you also had, I forgot already, honestly, your LLC and your business. Elaborate on that. And what industry are you in? What's this industry talk we talking about?
So I'm in the entertainment industry.
Dope
and
industry.
The name of my company is Phyre Entertainment. I named it Phyre Entertainment because I wanted to like help people, you know. And Phyre, the way that I spell it, Phyre, it means born of light. You know, because
Is that Hebrew?
No, I think it's not Greek. It's
I don't
like
want to offend no.
yeah.
Don't.
No, yeah, we won't even go there unless we can Google.
Hey,
like,
don't. Yeah.
no, yeah,
love
I knew
everybody.
it. I knew it at one point when I first did it, but
Yeah.
like where it was from.
Phyre Entertainment.
Yeah.
That's dope. And yeah, go ahead.
So no,
Elaborate.
I really so I started out with like hosting and like doing like little modeling things
Okay.
and you know like hosting parties, but then I
course.
took that really seriously
Yeah.
and like I was really outside.
Oh.
And then like I was really outside hosting parties, getting my girls, like I would come to a spot with like a group of like 20 girls.
Gang,
like,
gang.
yeah, you know, like it was a beautiful thing. Like I
Yeah.
think the most girls we had one time like was like 30 and I think there was like
Damn.
3 guys. And you know what's funny? You know who the guys were?
Who was the guys?
Okay, the guys were CTES Music
Okay.
and also Boogie Nation.
Shout out to
Yes.
my boy. Rest in peace, Boogie, man.
Yes. But yeah, so we were you know, we were partying and doing all that. I was walking in fashion shows, but then thanks to CTES. But
CTES?
yeah, he really was super instrumental
Right.
in me doing that part of my life.
Right.
But then I, you know, took a step back and I wanted to see what it was like behind the camera.
Right.
Like, you know, behind the scenes, like trying to figure out like where I worked best.
Right.
You know, and so in coordination, like getting the models, getting the designers, getting the space, like making sure like those things are together.
Yes.
I loved it.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, threw a fashion show for Fashion Week in Harlem in 2020, and then the world shut down.
Oof.
But
Yeah. A lot went on. 2020 was brutal.
yeah, that was a tough one. But the thing that's really stuck was in 2019, September, I actually started to manage an artist named Boogie Nation from New Rochelle.
Shout out to Boogie
You know,
Nation. That's my
R.I.P.
boy for sure.
Yes.
2019. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's when we started our journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started it with a competition, actually.
I feel like I remember this from social media.
Yeah.
Because Boogie's a little bit younger than me. I met Boogie through, shout out to my bro, Ratch. Well, I mean, listen, one thing about my era as far as Westchester, you had to kind of be outside to get known. This was like before social media. So I know a lot of people from Lincoln and his area. So we was bound to cross paths. But yeah, shout out to Boogie. Before we get all the way to Boogie, when did you start this mod? You said 2019 is when when did you start your LLC, your company? Phyre Entertainment.
I actually started it in, I think, 2021. Like, I was just doing things as an independent.
Right.
You know, but then, like, the pandemic hit, and I was like, okay, I have time to actually sit down and figure out what this really looks like, putting
Right.
all of these pieces together.
Of course. Experience, and you learn from you. It's like a player going to coach. You've done it. The modeling. Safe to say you started off modeling, so that was your first introduction into the entertainment business, modeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, well, I would say taking an active role.
Okay.
Taking an active role.
Right.
Because I've had like the passive role of being like, you know, a family member or a
course.
friend. You know, I've had those passive roles, but taking an active role, yeah.
Okay. And how was the modeling experience? I mean, I've seen documentaries on, you know, like modeling, and it can get rough. I mean, people, I don't like how my body looks. So people really take a lot of preparation to get into modeling. It's not just going up on stage. You got to practice. You got to walk. You got to do a certain thing. How was that process like for you? Was it stressful, or did you enjoy doing it?
So I did ballet for 20 years. Like
Okay.
for
Happy feet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like I did it at like a really high level. So doing that, like there's no place on earth that's more critical than the ballet world. You know,
Right.
because it's just a very critical world in the sense of like wanting to reach something that's close enough to being perfect.
Of
you
course.
know?
Yeah.
And so even though that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
But you're getting close enough,
Right,
you know?
absolutely, yeah.
So therefore modeling was calm.
Wow.
Like it was super calm.
And that goes night and day. Because I feel like you said with ballet, you're almost like never satisfied. It's hard to be satisfied when you're.
There's always something that you could
Yeah.
do differently or do better, but also there's times where I've been like, I gave it everything.
That's it.
There ain't nothing else I got. I killed it. Like,
Yeah, and that's how you gotta feel. Because like I said, you'll really beat yourself up.
Yeah.
With greatness. You know. Okay, that's dope. What did you model? Was it clothing lines?
So I did more of like runway because I like walking. I like being like, I like moving.
Yeah.
So that was better for me.
Yeah, I like moving too.
Yeah. So you know,
Yeah.
will you be dancing? You be dancing and shit?
Nah,
or you
my
be
moving a
walking?
little different.
Oh,
nah,
you be
I'm not really-
boxing.
I mean, yeah, I box. Yeah, there we go.
I was like, yeah, you be
That's-
boxing. I know.
Yeah. But you know, as in sync as I and choreographed and with the boxing is on point. The dancing, nah. Yeah, nah. I'm more on the Valhalla side of things. If you
I'm
know what
screaming.
I mean.
First of all, we were killing it over here. Like, we were amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all were. I guess. Yeah. Shout out to Valhalla, man. Valhalla often gets confused with the jail. It's just
I
like,
know.
"Ooh."
Like, honestly, people will literally be like, so you went to school at the jail. And I'm just like, you know that there's a whole town, right?
yeah.
Like, the jail's not the only thing there. We have the dam.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I mean, having a neighbor in jail, having a jail facility in your backyard, gotta be, I don't know, demotivating a little
you
bit.
know what? It actually is very motivating because
Yeah.
you know that you can get to the jail very quickly. Like, they'll get you. They will get you, and they will get you to where you don't
Psychologically,
want to
yeah.
be quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, that's why, you know, I'm a good egg.
Yeah, seatbelts on,
Yeah.
driving back drunk, you drive past the jail, you sober up real fast. I
First
would
of all,
imagine.
you pull over and you just go to sleep, turn the car off, throw the keys away. Like,
You see, I could do that in Valhalla. If you from Mount Vernon, I don't know if you'd be able to just
No,
park on
not
the
at
block
all.
and pass out
Oh,
on
no.
4th Ave. Yeah, I don't know. You might wake up with somebody in the passenger seat.
I'm screaming down the passenger seat with me.
Yeah, okay, that's dope, modeling. So let's fast forward, 2019, Boogie Nation. Rest in peace to my boy. Aspiring rap art, he was nice, and I don't really throw that word around. Even if I like you, I'll find ways around when I'm describing your music. I won't
It's creative.
use the word. Yeah,
You'll be like, it's creative.
You
It's-
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. Boogie was nice. He had the aura, the look. A little Spanish and black guy. He just had his voice, his lyrics. He was powerful, and I was a huge supporter. I don't like using the word fan.
Yeah.
A huge supporter of his. He was one of the artists, many artists that we have in Westchester that I like. So let's talk about your introduction to him in 2019.
So, Boogie came home in 2018.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say it.
I was there at the day because he's friend, like we all have the same friend group,
Yeah, it's
like,
Westchester.
yeah. And so I was there that day, and then I started following him on Instagram from that day. But of course I knew him when I was like younger and stuff
course.
like that. Growing up like adjacent to New Rochelle, but also my church being in New Rochelle on Lincoln.
Oh, wow.
So I met Boogie for the first time. I think I was like 12 years old,
Oh, wow,
like
that's nice.
12, 13.
Right.
Like, and so it's so interesting because we got close because I just asked him, what's going on with your music, And I was like, you should do these things with your Instagram. And he took the advice and did it, and he gained like a couple followers. And he
Yeah.
was like, you should manage me. And I was like, absolutely not.
Wow.
Absolutely not. I was like, that is not what I do. Like, that is not what I do. I was
Yeah.
like, I just give you advice, like,
Right.
And,
For free.
like he kind of just like, he was calm about it, like at first. And then, I saw him like doing things differently. So, I would like say a little something here and there. And then he was like, all right, how about this? Like, like he's like, how about this? Let's make a bet. Like, yeah, he's like, let's make a bet. Let's make a deal. If, I'll do the artist stuff. Like, you do the manager stuff. We do a competition. And if I do good, you manage me.
Of course.
And I was like, if you win, I'll manage you. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
what? We're not going all
No
the way
losers?
to No, because we're not going all the way to Miami.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, that's where it was.
So let's talk about the challenge. What is this challenge?
So it was coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
So they do like different competitions in different places, like all over the United States, and they have like different age groups. And yeah, we just went down to Miami, like got all the paperwork in. He had the music, and he just went up there and killed it. Like
Teed up.
that is something that I will never forget, because it was like the music messed up, and then he had to come off the stage. They let somebody else go, and then like he got the music to the guy, like to the DJ, and he went up there and just killed it. And they announced that he won, and I was like, oh damn, I'm a manager now.
This is serious. Yeah.
Like I was like, oh damn, like this is the moment. Like that's crazy.
That's important. I just had this talk with one of the guys. Shout out to Tails again. We just had this conversation when he was we was talking about another one of friends of ours, and he had got discouraged because somebody told him no, as far as, you know, he's new to this industry as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say his name or anything like that, but you know, he was a little discouraged because, you know, he had pitched an idea to a business owner, and they turned him down, and that kind of, I don't know if it damaged his motivation at all, but it definitely, as far as the perception of the situation, definitely looked like, you know, that could have turned him down a little bit. And it's important. No, that's gonna happen. That's a part of life. People change their minds all the time, and that story, it goes into Boogie's personality. As far as me knowing him, he don't strike me as somebody that's taking no for an answer. If he wants something, he gonna go after it and get it and give it his all.
Yeah.
He's every bit of $130. He gonna give you the whole 130 pounds of however he's feeling. Like he's radical like that. So shout out to him. Miami, was it what was it, like performance style? Or was it like a showcase?
Yeah, it was like on a stage in a, like, it was like, you know, it was more like SOBs kind of vibe. You know, like more of like a SOBs kind of spot. Yeah. And yeah, like there were a couple of, like, there was like, I think like 6, 7 other artists, I think. And yeah.
That's dope. And that's an away game right there too. It's easy. That's easy to, home games, I mean, it's different pressures, home games and away games, but away games, that's not easy to get on that stage. And, you know, he could have went up there like B-Rabbit and choked and froze. Right? And hey.
No. And especially after the music messed up, like that also showed me like, oh no, he wants this. Like, and I was like, because of the type of person he was, like, he was so good at like getting you on board and making you believe, you know, whatever it is that he was trying to convey.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, I like convey. Check the highlight. Okay, so you start managing them after the challenge in Miami.
Yep.
What was that plane ride on the way back? How was, you know, the vibe on the way back? Was it like, yo, listen, we gonna do this? Like, what was that like?
It was just, I was like, you know, I couldn't be more proud of you, especially after the mess ups and things like that. And also the connections that he made out there allowed us to go back to Miami once a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
like I never knew that.
He was down there for the Super Bowl. Like, you know, so that allowed us, like, that opened a door so wide for certain relationships that allowed us to do a lot more. Right. You know, and so I'm so grateful for that. And the plane ride back, I just said to him, I was like, so I guess I'm managing. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, you are.
Absolutely.
And I was like, all right, so let's get the team together.
Yeah.
It was me, him, and Llama.
Llama.
Yes.
Okay. Llama is?
Llama is, well, I met him through Boogie, but you know, like Llama, he was friends with more of my cousin, you know, and her friend group. Right. But yeah, Llama he wears so many hats. Of course. Like he's a videographer, he's a rapper, he's honestly a tech guy. Like he does, like, honestly, he really wore so many hats on our team, and I am so grateful for him. Like, even you know, he was the one that really pulled me out of bed, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm very grateful for Llama and the things that he was able to.
So that was your first artist, right? First and only? Did you manage any other music artists
outside of him?
Outside of Boogie Nation?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I said no to a lot.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Any specific reason? Is it like, I don't want to get into like what that process is like being
I'll
a
be
manager
real.
for an artist. Is
I'll
it
be real with
stressful?
you on
Is it
what it-
exhausting?
Okay, so you knew Boogie.
Of course.
Loyalty was very big.
Big time.
And so that's what it was.
Yeah. Is it like, oh, he, what?
Like
okay.
it was, he
Yeah.
had no qualms, you
Yeah.
know, but I knew that like because this was new for me,
Right.
I needed to give him the attention
Yeah.
without it having to be shared.
Absolutely.
You
Makes a
know.
lot of sense. Yeah, absolutely. And that right there is it's another major key, man. Don't put too much on your plate. If you're learning something, a new practice, that was new for you.
Yeah.
It's almost on the job training. You're learning as you go. And yeah, that's dope.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I learned a lot. I learned
Yeah.
a lot from him. Like a lot of like he had a lot of phrases. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah,
we called them in my house, you know, because my family was very close to him too.
Oh, really?
Like they
Wow,
call
you brought him home.
Oh yeah, like
shout
first of
out
all,
to-
my dad was
yeah.
driving us to the airports.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
like my mom was like in the studio sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like my sister was at his birthday parties.
Yeah.
You know, she loved him. Like
Yeah.
you know, my youngest sister.
Yeah.
There's like an 8-year age difference between me and her. So like
Oh,
you know,
yeah, absolutely.
so yeah,
Like a
but
big brother thing.
yeah, oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And he used to call her Baby Shark.
Uh-oh.
You know, so that's how you can see that like brother sister relationship that like I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because we call them boogieisms.
Boogieisms.
Yeah, we call them boogieisms in
Oh,
my
boy.
house.
That's-
Yeah, like
yeah.
and so there's certain like he has this one song. It's called Intro. And he says, "You're trying to be a big fish in a pond, and I'm trying to be a shark in the ocean." And every time I like have an obstacle or something like that, I'll literally think of that.
Yeah.
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 And he was very much so big on we are stars.
I love that.
Get it together.
I love that. You don't want to be the biggest fish surrounded by guppies.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to be around people I feel like I got to turn myself down to appease or make them feel not inferior. Like I like being, I'm in student mode when I'm around the guys. So I like being around people of my caliber or higher. Not to say, because we're not all the same. We all have the same opportunities as long as you have a brain. But as far as how we carry ourselves, we're all different people. So that's dope. That's why I
Yes.
like that phrase. I'm
You're
start
very
using that.
sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very sweet because the way that you worded that was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I got a little bit of Edgar Allan Poe in me. You
Yeah.
know. I'm a little bit of the I don't even know no poets. Like, you know, you got Maya
Maya
Angelou.
Angelou. I met her.
She was really?
Yeah, I got to spend a day with her.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How was that?
I cried for most of the day because it was just so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because like, you know how like you envision her being all wise and like
Yeah.
she is that.
Really?
100%. Like
Right.
but yeah, she's wise, but also, you know, she was also an old person. So you know how old
Absolutely.
people be like
Yeah.
a little snappy sometimes.
I love her.
So she
Wow.
had that and she gave me like the best advice. Like she gave me like really great advice that day and like right before I was about to leave and my mom was picking me up, she said to me like, "You're beautiful and you're supposed to do something great in this world."
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because at her memorial service, the lady that sang the Lion King's theme song,
Yeah.
like the Ah Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to bro. That
I
was our
know,
shit.
right?
We was
Yeah.
watching that shit up until we was like, man.
No, 'cause that
I
shit
can't
is
even get out of
amazing.
it. Yeah.
And she came up to me at the end of the funeral service and was like, "I don't know why I feel the need to say this to you, but you know, you're beautiful and you're supposed to do something great." Oh, I started sobbing
Yeah,
in
right.
that church.
Right.
Like, because, you know, I was just surrounded by so much greatness. And then also this random woman saying exactly what Maya Angelou said to me. My mom started crying because she couldn't believe that.
Energy.
Yeah, that was the most insane, like one of the most insane moments, like, because, you know, Felicia Rashad was in that room.
Oof.
Like, you know,
powerful
Martin Luther King's kids, Malcolm X's kids, George Faison, who did all the choreography for The Wiz. You know, Ashford, actually, Valerie Simpson was there because Ashford had passed.
Energy in that room.
Yeah, like, no, it was like crazy. Like, honestly, I was sobbing the
Oh my
entire time.
goodness. Yeah.
When I'm happy, I'll cry. When I'm sad, I'll cry.
Oh, you
Like,
are you a crier?
Oh, I'm a crier, first
Yeah.
of all. Yeah. overwhelmed, happy.
Oh my God, I'm drunk.
First
baby.
of all, no, when I'm drunk, don't ever say anything negative about yourself because I am there to pour into you nothing but positivity. I'm that girl in the bathroom. I'm going to literally.
Oh, my lash just fell off. Oh, no, you're beautiful.
You're amazing.
Just fine. No,
First
but your
of all,
hair's good.
I've got glue. Like, you see? Like, I've got a comb. We've got hair ties. We're going to save the day. We're going to get you right. Don't leave your man. Talk to him tomorrow about it. Like,
leave him.
no, I'm never.
It's
the
one
leave
night
him
stand
type.
time, man.
Ooh,
Leave
never.
him.
First of all, I'm scary, so like, no, like I've realized that, like, because hearing what, it's funny, because hearing what men think women do on vacation versus what women really do.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid to be human trafficked. So like that stops me from
taken
doing.
and all
Taken, my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
So like because I don't want to be taken,
Yeah.
it curbs a lot of stuff I do, and it curbs a lot of situations I put myself in.
You got to.
Like
Safety first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, anything's possible. The stuff that be happening in the movies, somebody thought of it, and there's probably at least one person in the world that's
went
doing
through
it.
that. Like, and like you said, I'm not that big. Like somebody could literally throw me over their shoulder and literally and run away. Like that's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah,
Like,
it's funny and not funny. Thank God it hasn't happened.
I know, right? Like I'll gain some weight. I'll be harder to like.
Well, I mean, man and women's strength is just, I mean, come on. I don't care if Miss Olympia, China from WWF back in the days on steroids, Cyborg. There's no woman, like, I
don't want to be kidnapped by a woman or a man. Like,
no,
like,
I'm saying as far as like the gaining weight, it's nothing you can do.
I would love to gain weight.
But even
nice.
as far as, I mean, hey. Even if you did gain weight, I don't think that would lessen your chances. If that's what a man wants to do,
that's a fact.
That's just what it is.
First of all, a woman
on
just do it
steroids
differently.
can't beat women boxers. Let me put the disclaimer out here.
Yes.
I love women.
Yeah.
I don't think there's too many women like just beating me up. It's not. I just don't think it's possible.
Okay,
so gaining weight
is that a challenge?
Nah.
No, because I'm gonna learn Muay Thai. So like.
Okay,
yeah,
but I wouldn't even enter anything like that.
Okay.
This is just fantasy. Like me just speaking on it. I wouldn't take part in nothing like that. Fighting a woman, that's just.
No, I'm gonna put you out.
That's not my. You might. I'll let you think that. You go ahead and do it. You might. You got it. I wouldn't want to test that theory out.
I know it's okay. He doesn't need that for his image.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not into it. I just don't see it happening. It's just not happening. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. We just covered a lot of ground because I wanted to talk about, vacationing and different things. But before we wrap up about my boy Boogie, what was some work that y'all got done as far as you being his manager? What are some things y'all accomplished?
So I think the biggest thing that we accomplished was all the things that we were able to do outside of the state that we live in.
Yeah.
So he had a billboard that was up for so much longer than we thought it was,
Where?
in Atlanta.
Okay, wow.
Over I think it's the Park Stadium or the PAC Stadium.
Shout out to Atlanta.
Yeah, so that was like, you're able to see it both sides of the highway. It was just like, that was the most proud, like one of the most proud moments I think I've ever had. Like my proudest moment, truly. And also, like prior to his passing, we were negotiating a distribution deal. And also, we were about to have a billboard in Times Square to go with the distribution deal. Yeah.
At some point, rest in peace, he loses his life.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Where were you when you got the news that he passed?
So it's so interesting because, like, I had gone to the doctor that day. And so I called him. I was screaming, a lady doctor.
Okay. Okay. Good.
And so, I was talking to him because I thought I was dying. So of course, you always go to the doctor when you think you're dying.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah.
And so,
sorry.
No, sorry guys.
You're still here,
but
though.
like, I'm still here. Everything's great.
Yeah.
And so I called him and I was like, hey, we lit. I'm not dying.
I'm alive.
I'm alive, literally that day.
Wow.
Because like he was worried, about what was going on because I wasn't able to go place. It was bad.
Shit, yeah.
And so, I called him and I was like, no, we're good. They said everything's okay. Like, we're solid. And he's like, perfect. We're going to talk about the show that we have tomorrow. because he had a show the following day. And so I hung up. I get home. I get in the shower. Literally, I get out the shower, and I have like 15 missed calls. And then like
From different people?
From mad different people.
Yeah.
And so I pick up the phone and like shout out to the person that called me, I pick up the phone and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm getting mad calls. Like, and he was like, yo, Boogie, like, it's over. And I was like, I don't believe you. You're a fucking liar. So then I literally told my dad and I was like, hey, we need to go to the hospital right now. So, people were posting things and I just I turned my phone off. And then I just went to the hospital. I didn't believe anybody until his parents came down. That was the moment. Oof, yeah. That was like, honestly, like, oof, didn't eat for 3 days, throwing up. Oh, God, movie. That was honestly one of the most painful things I've ever gone through. Yeah. And I've broken like bones. Like, but that was like a different that was like that felt like breaking all of my bones. Yeah. Only because I was so unexpected. I just talked to him. He just sent me a voice note, and I was just like crazy. But I'm happy that I didn't leave. Like, he knew exactly how I felt about like, ooh.
Hey.
I know, right?
Hey, yeah. The Coliseum is upstairs.
No, that's a fact. No, but I'm really happy that I didn't leave any stone like unturned. Like, he knew exactly how I felt about him, how I felt about him and how he's poured into me, making me a good manager. Sure. Like, how, our career has gone, like, I like how proud I am of him, like with the person that he had become, like from when, like the level of focus, so it was just very much so like a good, open communication. Because I feel like in order to have a good like situation, like with a manager and an artist, like you really do have to have like open lines of communication.
Absolutely, yeah.
And be okay with like, like there was times where he was mad at me.
Of course.
Yeah. And
That's life.
but I'm sensitive, so I'd be like, I'm sad. Like, but he would be like, please get it together. There's no time for sadness.
Yeah, nah, it's no time to like to marinate in it because it's on to the next. Life is still going on.
No, 100%.
Yeah, that's dope. So it's, like I said, it's a balance. Because like I said, a lot of people's managers are males.
Yeah.
This is a male-dominated industry. Before we get into that, rest in peace, Boogie Nation. Like I said, I had a lot of love for Boogie. I'm not one of them people that I'm not about to act like I knew him for 20 years. I met Boogie, like you said, when he came home. I'm 34. Boogie's a few years younger than me, but him and my younger bro, Ratch, spent a lot of time together and incarcerated and, built that bond and ended up linking us. So rest in peace, Boogie. Shout out to him, his family. Your legacy lives on, man. We're going to always try to do what we got to do to keep your name alive. Does he have any unreleased music or any projects that you get to share with us?
Yes, he does. He actually does have a lot of unreleased music, which I'm also very grateful for, all the things that he left us with and all of the, footage that he left me and Llama with. So we're actually putting together a documentary.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's what we're working on. We're going to put some of the unreleased music in there. There'll be like an album to go with it.
Sure. Boogie was very strong and passionate.
Oh,
You could see it in his voice. He just, that little dude, it was that's my guy.
Yeah.
Yo, it's your host Spanks of the Nothing's Normal podcast, and today I'm introducing the world's first THC seltzer water, ladies and gentlemen. This right here, this serves the purpose of you get high, sip around the kids. You don't got to worry about nobody being in your business, nobody sniffing you out. Y'all be trying to hide it with the cologne and all that, this over stinking. This also serves as a good breath refresher. I know me, when I smoke, I got to drink something. So now you kill two birds with one stone here, ladies and gentlemen. My personal favorite, I like this mango joint. I'm from the tropics. I'm a tropical brother. And listen, I'm 200 pounds plus. I could chug down some beer. One of these, I'm fried, died, laid to the side, ladies and gentlemen. So Don't forget, over here, Nothing's Normal, we are under the Polymath Network. So, of course, you get a discount by using promo code POLY20. Don't worry. If you're having trouble with the spelling, I got you. POLY, the number 20. Promo code. Get you a discount. Also, kids, stay in school. If you're not 21, go get your Gatorade. Legally highest seltzer water, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Back to the industry. What is your take as far as women jumping in the pool with men, as far as not literally, not like skinny dipping, not like Project X, not like the parties at the mansions and in Beverly Hills and all that, but as far as it being a male-dominated industry, do you find it hard for females? You do?
I'm not gonna lie. Like you know what it is? It's like, I feel like sometimes men don't see your worth until you've done it. Like, you have to do it already. And then they're like, oh, okay. So, like, I don't have to try to just talk to you. You know, like, I feel like I encounter a lot of men that try to talk to me first. And then they're like, oh, actually, you be really, like, doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
You didn't even get to that. Hey, baby, can I take you out?
And then I'm just like, first of all, that already tells me, like,
Yeah.
what type of time that you're on. Like, if you try to talk to me at all or first, you know?
Off the rip.
Like, it's
damn.
kind of like, wow. And especially if I'm coming to you on business,
Yeah.
that just be like, man,
Yeah.
it's like, I really had some good things to say
Right.
just now. Like,
Yeah.
but you just dismissed it
Right.
because you want to be with me.
At the same time, too, it's almost like a cheat code because
Oh, no, it's a beautiful
you
thing.
can seduce. Like
I can be in-
Cleopatra.
You
like,
can be
I
in any room
Yeah.
because they,
Yeah.
like, that's the one thing that's, like, great because you can get in the room, but it's like the reason why they're letting you stay in the room. Like, once you're in the room, you kind of have to prove why you should stay there.
Hello.
Outside of just being pretty.
That's when the pole
Or-
come out. The pole come from the ceiling. Let's
First
get
of
ready.
all, and
Singles. Let's go, baby. Listen.
I'm screaming. And that's, you see, like, even with that, like,
yeah.
you know, like, I'll go, even when I have, like, artists that will do stuff in the strip clubs, the way that I dress when I'm in there, very, very different.
Oh.
Like, it's giving business casual.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because of the fact that, like,
Yeah.
when you see me, like, I want you to know that, like, it's not giving what my artist is giving, but it's also not giving what the other girls in here are giving.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just want to be able to separate myself
Of course.
because now I am more, like, especially without Boogie, like, because that kind of gave me also, like, he built a lot of what a lot of people see today.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And so,
Teamwork.
yeah, for
Yeah.
teamwork made the dream work. Okay.
I mean, Fhyre Nation. Let's talk about that. I mean,
Yeah.
Did you get that from Boogie Nation, Fhyre Nation?
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, you know, like,
that's
so
dope.
Fhyre Nation was what me and Boogie came up with together, you know, because I'm Fhyre Entertainment, he's Boogie Nation. And so, because I want his legacy to live on and outlive me, I decided to come out with concerts.
Concerts.
Yes.
Now, let's talk concerts.
Yes. Let's talk concerts.
Fhyre Nation LLC concerts. Let's talk about it.
So we're doing Fhyre Nation concert series is
talk
Fhyre
about
Nation Fhyre Nation concert series is going to be right now it's going to be a series of concerts. You know, the first one being a night of R&B.
Ooh.
Yes.
R&B. I'm an R&B guy.
Yeah.
You know that.
No, you're gonna like this one because you know, this first one, a night of R&B. My headliners are Music Soul Child, Case, and Jay Holiday.
Woo-wee.
Yes.
Like I said, a lot of this younger generation, these are some R&B legends,
Yes.
especially in my day. They definitely got me through some tough times. Okay, what's it? R&B. I'm sorry, I got off topic. R&B. What? What is it called? R&B
It's
night.
called Fhyre Nation Concert Series, a night of R&B.
A night of R&B. Okay. Where's the concert? Where are you hosting this concert at?
So this concert is actually at the Westchester County Center.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big. I gotta shake your hand. Westchester County Center. That's big. The last concert that I know about being there, I remember when Soulja Boy performed there and Jim Jones in 2007. I think there was a concert in 2008. And then, you know, some Greenberg friends of mine that are older messed that up, getting into some riff-raffs. And there hasn't been a concert, I don't think, there since 2008. How'd you do that? How'd you pull that off?
I asked the right person for, like, I told them pretty much what my idea was, and, you know, that's what I want to do.
That's dope.
And they were just like, okay.
Okay. Let's talk about the Operation Night of R&B concert team. Like,
Yes.
who are the people that are helping you putting this thing together?
So actually, the team is me, Dr. G.
Dr. G, Mama Love.
Oh yeah, of course. Because honestly, no one's got me like she's got me.
Yeah, no.
So
as she should.
yeah,
Behind you.
her soror, Marie.
Okay.
Yes, actually, I think you know her son, but because she has like a couple sons.
Okay.
But they're like your age.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Uh-huh.
And then also another partner that we have his name is Courtney. I don't know what he wants to be called.
Okay, yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah, shout out to
to
you.
bro.
Yeah.
You know who you are, and
Broski.
yes, but
Yeah.
I like comment his Instagram or something.
Right. Yeah, for sure. We definitely gonna get him.
Yeah.
We gonna get him.
Throw him in there. But yeah.
Angelo, I mean, jot that down, my guy. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And whose idea was this? That's a dope panel. Like I said, Music Soul Child. I can't sing, so I do not want to butcher any of his classics, but Love. I mean, Case, that was late 90s for me. You the only one, Foxy Brown, Jay Holiday. That was 07. I'm an R&B fanatic. I listen to more R&B than I listen to anything. So who went through getting those group of artists? Because I feel like that might be a little before your time. Like, I feel like your era is more on the Chris Browns. I would say like Chris Breezy. I would say Sammy. Those type of vibes. Like, who helped you out with this catalog list, man? These performers.
I actually I love Music Soul Child.
Really?
Love Music Soul Child.
Wow.
Yeah, and I also love Case, Jay Holiday. So I might be like a very selfish concert thrower.
Yeah.
Because I also book people that I've always wanted to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Know?
As you should.
And then also, being able to create an experience for the people that are around me, not having to go to the city and not having to go to Jersey or not having to go all the way past Rockland, depending on, which venue you go to, or even upstate, know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give us something that has the same level that the city and Jersey and all those places give, especially because, I don't know why we don't have that, you know. So dope. I just was so I actually talked about this with my workout crew. Shout out to Tori.
Tori?
Yeah.
Go Tori? Oh, shout out to Tori. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Tori.
Yeah. Shout out to Tori, man.
No, honestly, Tori. I'm so grateful for him because he really, I was going through a lot, in the pandemic, because I was just sad. The world shut down, everything was a movie. Yeah. And he was I asked him, I was like, hey, do you mind if I work out with you? Because I saw he was working out near my house. I was and I saw he was working out with a group. So
That's dope.
I was it's by my house, he's with a group. I don't have to be alone. This is great.
You don't mind shooting it. Whatever it is you want to do, you're like, hey, do you mind this? Do you mind that? Hey, I think you should do this. Your approach, I'll say, not approachable, but you don't mind approaching people. You're social.
Yeah.
That's a skill. A lot of people would be scared to ask random people these things. Can I work out with you?
Because he's already working out.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be there.
Yeah.
No, but it was honestly one of the best decisions that I ever made to start working out with him, and because the group of people that he works out with are very inspiring.
Absolutely.
And they make you want more and want to be better.
Yeah.
And so it made me think about what I want to do more deeply.
Yes.
So yeah.
One thing I'm noticing that's dope about you is you align yourself with good people, good energy, people who have things going for themselves. It sounds like I'm describing a perfect person, but nobody's perfect.
No.
But you gravitate to that and you're motivated by it rather than it making you feel uncomfortable or you're inferior. That's it's very hard to find people like that. They'll see a group or they won't understand the energy. It's you see, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. You might have been in not so much of a good space in your life at that time, mentally or whatever your situation was. or being around them, it motivated you to want to figure things out. It didn't make you want to tear them down or feel like,
Oh
you
no,
know.
like I am never that person. Like
That's
even
dope.
if we have an issue, I will never like I'll let people have their own experience with you. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely one of those people that like I just want to see everybody be great. So if I can like if there's advice that you need cuz you're trying to be great, you know, or if there's like if I see what you've done and all you need is just like a little exposure, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what also the concert's purpose is
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So
it's a vibe.
yeah, it's a vibe also, but I've wanted to be able to put local people who are killing it out here on as openers.
Let's talk about it.
So yeah, anybody out there? Any singers?
Yeah. Oh, wow. So they'll get
Yes.
a chance to open up for Music Soul Child, Jay
Yes.
Holiday, Case. Yikes. That's an opportunity. What's that process? How do they even get a chance to, I guess, sign up for an opportunity like that?
Oh, you can actually go to my business page. It's Phyre, PHYRE _ENT _LLC. So just like, you know, send us a DM.
DM, I would say, you know,
Yeah, send
your
me
catalog.
a DM.
Yeah.
Like send me a DM. Let's see what like, you know, where you're at, what your goals are, how you would use this to catapult, you know, because this is a missed opportunity if you are not in this or if you don't have a real plan,
Yeah.
you know, because when you do something so big, you have to make sure that you're able to maintain after that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like having all your ducks in a row, knowing when you want to drop, knowing when you want to, you know, what shows you're going to do after that.
Yeah.
You know, or even if you're going to do shows that are like you can now do shows alone.
Yeah.
Because you just made that like 20 to 30 that you needed to have 100.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, you
Yeah.
know.
That's advice I've been actually keeping for myself, too. The
Yeah.
last thing I want to do is put myself in a situation where the demand is high, but you can't supply the demand. You got to
Yeah.
be able to supply what it is that the people are demanding. So I've been very particular personally. I'm glad you said that with opportunities, because I feel like you got to know when to say no, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's a thin line because certain opportunities only come once in a lifetime. So
That's a whole fact. I definitely missed an opportunity, and I will not forgive myself for it because that was the moment where I was like, no, I always have to speak up,
yeah,
no matter what,
yeah,
because
absolutely.
I will never feel like that ever again because I can't go back. Like, and that opportunity will never come again. No, I mean like never.
Before we elaborate on that opportunity,
Yeah.
'cause now I want to know what that opportunity was. When is the concert? What time does it start?
Yes.
Give them that rundown.
So the
Night of R&B.
concert
That's dope.
is October 14th, and it starts at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. And yeah, you can find tickets on Ticketmaster, or you can go to the Westchester County Center box office.
Oh wow, it's big league. This ain't Ticketmaster. Yeah, this ain't no concession stand.
Yeah, Ticketmaster.
Yeah, this ain't no horseplay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. The price of the tickets. How much these tickets going for?
So I have a range. So I have a range from I think like 70
Yeah,
to 240.
yeah.
Because the 240 tickets it comes with actually a VIP lounge. So there's like a lounge in which like,
Where the head coaches be at and stuff like that. We gonna be in the coach zone.
oh no, like this
Yeah.
is like, I don't like, we're doing some things.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I'll
so
be there.
we like, you know, we have the VIP lounge where like people will be able to like decompress, talk, but also there'll be food, drinks, like you'll be able to do like tastings of like different liquors and, you know, and different teas, juices, like all that kind of stuff.
That's major. That's
Yeah.
big from a girl from Westchester. That's dope. I
Yeah.
gotta give you your flowers.
No, thank you.
That's dope. Wow. So much I could say about that county center. That's not an easy process. That's
Yeah.
I know a lot of people
It's been
that
in
try.
movies.
Yeah, that's dope. And like I said, the vibe. That's a feel good vibe. You know, I feel like a lot of people's moms, aunties,
That's what I really
It's
want.
gonna
That's like
be
my
in there.
market for
Yeah.
real. Like my market is like,
Yeah.
like almost like my age and older.
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be like something I could enjoy with my mom.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
But I wanted that for all of my friends.
Yeah.
You know, like this is something you could do with your parents if you wanted to.
Do you have a host for the event?
I do indeed.
Oh, wow, you do?
I do. I actually have 4 hosts.
4 hosts?
Yeah. So
Oh, y'all overdid it. Y'all not playing.
Yeah, so I actually have 4 hosts, and one of them is actually local.
How local?
Super duper local.
Super duper local. Okay, we gotta just.
I know, right?
Who we got hosting this night of R&B night?
We've got Kesey hosting.
The Kesey, Ferris Avenue Kesey?
Yes.
Ferris World Ball Kesey.
Yes, Ferris
That's
World
dope.
Ball
Yeah.
Kesey.
Shout out to Kesey, man. I remember when Oop was doing what he was doing growing up. He definitely, he took it to a whole nother level. I'm proud to see that. Like I'm a supporter of what he got going on too. Anybody doing something, you know, that's worth, especially for us, man, being positive. He keeps it neutral. I study this shit, so I like the way he's not by. He could come in, of course, he's FAP, but like he shouts out all of the key players, and he's doing a phenomenal job with that league. So shout out to Kesey. Wow.
No,
Yeah.
truly,
Shout out to
because
Kesey.
what I saw from last summer to this summer
Yeah.
is truly like amazing, and how comfortable, and you can tell he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I just saw, like I said to my friend, like we were at the games and I was just laughing so hard, you know, but I was also like, oh, okay, now I'm getting to know the players, because he does shout out all the players. And I was like,
Absolutely,
hey sis, I think I need him. Like I was like, I need him to be one of my hosts. So he's gonna be on the stage, he's gonna introduce people.
And he's natural.
Yeah, so I'm like super excited to see how he like conquers this and kills this, and he'll also have like people around him that'll be super seasoned and, you know, in this. So
Dope opportunity for him. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see it too, because the way he breaks down, I mean, listen, growing up, going to them games, you're going to know basketball. Let's see if that translate over to the music, and I think he'll do fine. He's a personality. He's an algorithm.
Exactly.
I'm an algorithm, so I see it. I see it in him. Like he's an algorithm. So shout out to Kesey. Wow, this is gonna be a
Yeah.
dope event.
yeah, I'm
Night of
super
R&B,
excited.
October when?
October 14th.
Okay.
Saturday.
I'll be there right before Halloween.
Yep.
Right before you strike. Is Halloween your favorite holiday?
Okay,
You
because
strike me as like a Batgirl, a Catwoman type. Like, you know.
I've been Catwoman so many times. So like
Black
it's like
male
really
powers,
like,
like Gothica, yeah.
First of all, but like no, like Halle Berry,
Halle Berry.
like Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Yes, that movie is terrible, but that movie is amazing.
I didn't see that
Okay,
movie. Yeah.
you've never seen it? No. You need to just watch
I'm
it.
not big on-
just
yeah,
to
no.
watch it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just to watch
see
it,
her,
just to
huh?
see how terrible it is.
Oh, it's that
but
bad?
it's so good.
Really?
She looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really what it is.
Yeah, I mean Halle Berry.
She
we
looks
know.
amazing.
Yeah. She married?
She's recently divorced.
Oh wow.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on marriage? I never asked. I mean, because I feel like it's more of a. I know as far as my knowledge, my experience with marriage, I've never been married, but as far as like, it's more of a female milestone. Nowadays, it's more like the goal is to be married for women. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, what direction a relationship is going in. Let's just get married.
Oh no! First
Yeah,
of
what's your
all,
take on
God,
marriage?
no.
Are you
I'm
pro-marriage?
So my parents are still married.
Oh, wow.
Like
Shout out
30
to
years
them.
later, like you know. So, like also a lot of my friends, they're like all of my family members, like everybody's married still. So so I have a different relationship with like what marriage looks like.
Right.
You know, because I know I know it's not gonna be perfect overnight or
know.
it'll be perfect ever. You know, but what I want, like I want a partner I can build an empire with. You see, like this is Phyre Nation concert series. Okay,
so, yeah.
we're trying to be Phyre Nation festival, you know, at some point, or like Phyre Nation like community. I don't know, like we'll do whatever, it grows to be, like you know, whether it just travels and now it's worldwide.
Yeah.
You know, so I need someone that like wants that,
Yeah.
that for me, but also understands that,
Yeah.
but also is okay with letting me be great.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
so like egos can't really like, because also I'm gonna support you like with everything I got. So if you babe, you wanna like own buildings. Okay, I know realtors, so
Yeah.
this
Let's
is what
do
we're
it.
doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
this is what you're doing. Because also, once I connect you, I want no parts.
Oh man, you
Do
don't
your-
really
do
hear
your
that
thing.
often.
I don't want
You
to.
don't have to be glued to
I don't
somebody.
want to
that-
do it.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
no.
if I wanted to do it, I would do it.
Yeah.
I have no interest in certain things. So, like, you know, it's nothing for me to hand over a connection, especially if the person is doing, like, the work. They're moving towards that level, and I have the connection, and I'm not using it at all.
Yeah. Why
First of
not?
all, this person will still be my friend, whether y'all work out or not.
Right.
So,
That's important.
you know, so it'll be
Yeah.
okay.
That's important too. You gotta have multiple cylinders. Love is not the only cylinder. I feel like love is what is the main ingredient in marriage and things of that nature. And sometimes that's
I don't think so.
no.
No.
I think that's if it is. I feel like
I
the
feel
marriage
like
is in danger.
comprehension. Like,
That's what should
hell
be.
yeah, that is like in reality. Like in
Yeah.
reality, it's like what people like. The idea is love because they need to sell jewelry, but like it's in all reality. I feel like comprehension and communication, because you know, like I see when my parents sit down and they have their conversations and they listen to each other talk, or you know, they give each other that space when it's needed, and then they come back together.
Yeah.
You know, but mind you, the space is like before going to sleep, though.
Of course.
Because they don't like to go to sleep
Yeah,
angry.
that's important.
So, you know, or fighting or anything like that. So, you know, they've shown me like the best examples of like when your person is down,
Yeah.
you know, how to be there for them. When
Yeah.
your person is super up,
Yeah.
how to be there for them.
Yeah.
And so, but because of I've seen that, a lot of people have not.
And the standard, yeah. So for you strike me as seeing Dr. G and
Yes.
man,
And Deacon Joe,
yes,
like
it'll be hard for you because you've seen, you've had a good example of what it's like for all the cylinders to click, for certain cylinders to not click at the time, like you said, the space,
Yeah.
the whole, okay, but for the end of the night, a lot of us, we haven't had that example, you know, as far
Yeah.
as growing up, the house dynamic, you know.
So it's looking bad for
so
me.
It's a little different, yeah, but which is good. I mean, I would just
it's
tell
a
you.
beautiful thing. It's looking
Never-
bad for me.
Yeah, don't settle. That's what happens too. You get a lot of people, men and women, who just say, fuck it. We this is just what it is. I'ma just do it. But
Oh, absolutely
a lot of
not.
people don't even know their partners. They can't communicate. The only thing they have is kids and a ring.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
See, I also don't have any kids.
Yeah. Right.
Like I don't.
Okay.
I have no kids now. So like, and I don't find that very attractive. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, only because like I want it to be like a cohesive unit.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I want it to be like a cohesive situation because I know me.
Right.
Like I need a partner. Like I will just be in shambles.
Uh-oh.
Like if I don't have a partner
Yeah.
to do that journey with.
Yeah.
You know, because of the fact that like I know that's what I envision, that's what I want. So therefore, I will not be having any kids until
No, I don't do it.
yeah.
I'd tell you.
But I also have to carry it. That's also heavy too. I've never been over like 140. So like that alone is gonna throw
That might
me
change, yeah.
in a loop.
You're gonna
like,
be so you're a crier. You're gonna be crying every day.
oh, I'm gonna cry all the time.
Your
like,
husband, he's.
but I'm gonna be like, I'm happy though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm crying, but I'm happy though. It's
Yeah.
great. Or
Yeah.
maybe I'll get like super duper non-emotional because I'm really emotional now.
If you're naturally emotional, then like I said, with the kid and the hormones and all that intensifies it. But like you said, I don't know how your reaction would be. I've never been pregnant.
I know. Neither have I. First of all, neither have I, and that's the
Well,
like.
with you, that could be for a number of different reasons. You got, y'all can just pop a pill and never get pregnant. you know?
Oh, like so I was also in like a 6-year relationship, but like
Oh,
also
nice.
like I was on birth control like
Right.
during that
So,
time.
yeah.
But also I have like it's so interesting because I've since been off. Like
Shit is interesting.
yeah, I'm like a more clear version of myself. I'm like a more like less emotional version of myself. Like certain things like don't bother me the same way.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what is in this? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like that kind of makes me feel like what's in it, and I'm in a weird space with like that.
The birth control?
Yeah.
Oh, like post birth control? Like it's like
Because I'm like, I feel great.
really
I feel amazing.
off of it.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh no, like what guys don't know is that women, like when they take birth control, it can make them feel sick. It can make their legs numb. Like that, there are real side effects
yeah.
that like
Yeah.
people like, you know, read the little fact. There's like a little sheet like
we don't care.
a little square. But if you read it, you would be like,
Yeah.
if you had a daughter,
Yeah.
you would
No,
be
absolutely.
like, damn.
What I'm saying to you is,
Like,
I'm not
oh
going
no,
to say
y'all
we
don't give
care.
a fuck.
You
No,
already
for real
know
though.
what
No,
the-
y'all
what
dead
the
don't give a
agenda
fuck.
is. It's like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
spilling the juice.
No, I know why we're here. Why you even like why I'm
Yeah.
even feeling this way
That's
or sick
important to
because
speak on, yeah.
yeah, but
Wow.
those are things that like I feel like that's where comprehension and understanding and communication
Absolutely, yeah.
comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm also like very single, so like
Yeah.
that's why I can do this.
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely.
I can operate this way because I am like a single person.
Right.
So
Okay.
hopefully that'll be changed.
Oh, so like you're looking.
No, I am not looking.
Okay.
But if it finds me,
Natural.
yes. Also, I'm not looking for someone that wants to be married like tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
heavy. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like also like I feel like I'm looking for someone that wants to build. Like
important.
I just want you to be normal.
That's important.
Like just be normal
be
and
my
build with
friend.
me.
We
Build-
can't just love
be
each other.
my
We gotta do-
friend.
Yeah.
Like be my friend. Let's just vibe.
Vibe.
Let's do some like
That's
work.
important. Yeah, that's important. Because like you
Yeah.
said, certain cylinders might not click at certain times, but you
Yeah.
got so many other cylinders to operate. Okay.
Exactly.
You pissed me off. You didn't make me a sandwich. We got this business meeting tomorrow. We got to get it together.
That part. That's
know.
why, like, you know,
Yeah.
I really do need someone that like sees the, like,
For sure.
how that's a good thing. You know,
That's-
us being
yeah.
in business together is a good thing for, like, because mind you, we don't have to have all of our businesses together.
No.
We can literally have one.
Yeah. And that's enough. I mean,
I
business
feel like
take a-
that's enough.
That's
Like,
very much enough.
First of all, 'cause I am okay with we don't.
Yeah.
And we just have businesses that are adjacent.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm cool with kind of whatever as long as they're not like multiple businesses together.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, for me that's too much. That's too much crossover. I need time to miss you.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, that's a lost mindset. When you think about marriage, people think that means you have to be, even with friendship, not just marriage. People think everything has to be aligned. Like, I don't love my friends because they're just like me.
Yeah.
They have qualities that I don't have that I admire, that have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
The problem is, like I said, you start throwing these titles around, words, friends, my mans, my wife, husband, and people just think we have to be aligned with each other.
No.
That's not true.
See, like I'm not into like I feel like titles like I'm not sure why other people like them, but like me personally, like I want a title. It's just for like reassurance to
Yeah,
me
of course.
that you really like me.
Yeah.
Because if you don't give me a title, I'm gonna be like, yo, he doesn't like me. That's it. It's over. He doesn't like me. Like I am just. He
Deuces.
just likes me for now.
Yeah.
Like literally.
I mean, that happens too. I mean,
Yeah, that's a thing. But
it's a
like,
gamble. Anytime you deal with anybody, it's a risk. That's just, you have to understand that off the rip. Anytime you open up to anybody, you're rolling the dice. You're going to ace out or 4, 5, 6 or trip up. You never know.
first of all, you know what's really funny? I know what that means.
Oh, I mean, you know, Boogie Nation.
I
rest
know,
in
right?
peace,
He
man.
taught
That's
me.
all they do is dicing over there.
I was
Horton,
like-
Lincoln. Shout out to the store, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Okay, before we get out of here, we are downstairs. I feel like, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, I feel like we're in Coliseum hell right now because the Coliseum's right upstairs and we are in the basement of the Coliseum. But speaking of the Coliseum,
Yes.
have you been to any of these infamous parties M. Dada None Hotter has recently started throwing?
Of course I have.
Right.
Because I actually know Ali, like
Shout
Ali
out
the
to
greatest.
the greatest, yeah.
Yeah, no, he
My boy.
yeah, we actually work together. He has an artist, well, I have an artist that he's helping.
Right.
Yeah, so
yeah. Okay. Shout out to
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say I seen you over here. He's right next door. Shout out to
Yeah.
Ali, man. As far as these parties that they're throwing,
Yes.
what's your favorite series out of the three? You got Love Language, Culture Shock, and then we have the infamous One Night Stand.
okay.
Have you attended all three series? At least one party?
Oh, more than one.
Oh, really?
So I also know the difference between the because I'm also a very supportive person. I've also had artists that have performed there, or been hosts or
good. Nice.
or whatever for different ones.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
So I had people at One Night Stand. I had people at Love Language. I've had people at at Culture Shock.
Yeah.
My personal favorite one is I'm not gonna lie, it's Culture Shock. And the reason that it's Culture Shock is because I feel like that's when I have like the most fun with my friends. Cause like I'm like I don't care who else is in there. Like I'm more so like I went there with my friends. Like, you know, if other people are there, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm gonna see the people that I want to actually party with.
Right.
All the other people, that's cool and all of that. Like, and that's, you know, all those other people are amazing. For the people that are throwing the event, amazing, you know. But
We love you.
you know. But also,
you with your campaign.
I'm
You
with
with
my
your
people.
girls. Yeah,
But I
yeah.
also come like 10 deep. Like I'll come like 10 deep, 10, like, you know, or I'll like, or we'll combine groups, like, you know, because I know Chastity or like, you know, so
for
I'll
sure.
like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can bounce around to like different groups and things like that. So I think that my favorite definitely is Culture Shock because I feel like I have like the most fun there with my friends. I feel like the most packed one is like, or the most packed most recently was One Night Stand.
Yeah.
And
He shut the city down with that.
yes, that was beautiful for the people that organized it.
Yeah.
As a person that was a goer,
Yeah.
like
I was there too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
But I like it still. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm happy that there's like multiple events that you can go to in White Plains, so I can Uber
Yeah.
from my house. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even have to drive.
Yeah, it's
Which
right
is
there.
one of the first Culture Shocks. Like, I had my dad drive us. Like,
Oh wow, really? That's dope. Daddy's
Yeah.
still bringing you to the club.
yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh, that's
Like,
tough.
and it was like nice because you
goals.
could see how like because he picked up me and my friends. Oh yeah, he picked us all up too. Yeah. No, like honestly, first of all,
Shout
clearly.
out to fucking Ray Mundo.
Clearly, I am the daughter of a bald father, okay? Because we are spoiled out here.
Yeah,
Like, no,
yeah.
truly, because he picked up all my friends. He went around to Greenberg, Elmsford, like, picked up
dropped
my friends,
everybody off.
and then dropped us off
That's
right
tough.
in the front. Like,
Now, does
No.
he do drop-offs home, or is he taking you to see
first of all, he's literally
your
like,
guy?
I'm not taking you anywhere. He's like, figure
Oh,
out the way
yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's dope.
he's like, not figure it out. Like,
Shout out to Papa, man.
no, he's great though.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yo, September 30th, they got a one-night stand popping out. Shout out to everybody hosting it. My boy
Yeah,
Manat.
shout out to everybody.
Shout out
First, I'm
21
excited.
Grand.
They got one of my favorite DJs,
Who's that?
Ash Cash.
Ash Cash. Yeah, shout out to
Yes.
Ash, man. Ash doing her thing, man.
Yeah, I love Ash Cash.
Ferris
Like,
World
she's
boss,
really
she teed up.
No,
Yeah.
I actually got to see her. Like, I got to see her outside of, you know, White Plains. Like, I got to see her at the Kiss Cafe event.
Ooh.
You know, shout out
Dope.
to Kiss Cafe.
Yeah, shout out to
And
It's
their
in Connecticut,
puppies.
right?
Like, yeah, it was in
We were supposed
Connecticut
to go
and
to
Stamford.
that. Yeah, we're supposed to go to that.
Yeah, I went. It was really nice. Like, I had a great time. Like, it was beautiful seeing like the generational wealth and seeing the generational like them being able to be like almost like reach everyone
Yeah.
because of it's like all three generations. It was a beautiful thing, like, you know, and that also definitely was something that inspired me to do this for sure with my mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even my
Keep it
concert.
family.
Yeah. No, that was a
yeah.
beautiful thing.
They got
Like,
a
that was a
beautiful
good.
family structure. I
And of
love it.
course, Ash killed it.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. She actually
killed it.
she be
She-
fucking it up.
She really does. Like, she's amazing.
Yeah. Yo, September 30th, I'll be there. Will you be there?
Yeah.
I'll be there too.
I'm a show up. I'm a pop out.
I'll
Actually,
show
wait.
up. Is Dad picking you up, dropping you off?
I know. I wish. If he's not, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I might need a ride. I might need a
Shit, tell him
ride.
come scoop me, man. Nothing's normal Spanks, man.
I know,
ask him
right?
his business plan, man. I need some tips, man, from Dr. G. And
Yeah.
they
My
should
girl.
figure out and do a marriage
Honestly, if you want
expo or something like that.
first of all, if you want to talk to like,
Shout out to them.
because my mom, she's also the chief medical officer at Children's Village,
Lord have mercy.
and so like, if you want to have somebody that has like some
yeah,
experiences,
Children's Village.
oh my
Yikes.
gosh, yeah, she's
Stitched up, opened up scalps. Hey, I'm pretty sure she
First
done
of
aided
all,
every injury you could possibly get.
it's like it's the life that she has lived is really insane because like she was also like a DJ, like she was a chief like radio engineer,
Oh my
like before
God.
deciding to
She's
become
a
a doctor.
genius.
No, honestly, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
Like
wow.
that's why I decided not to become a doctor because
Yeah.
that is a lot of pressure. Like
Yeah.
to fill those kind of
Oh,
shoes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
You,
No, thank you.
You hit the wrong.
Yeah,
Sutures
oh
is
my
very
gosh.
sharp. I see
First-
the movies.
I don't like when people like cry. Like I'll never forget. She used to do house calls, and I went with her to go see a baby. You know, and the baby needed a shot. you know, oh man, the baby cried. I was in there crying, and my mom was like, Jailyn, you can't
Oh,
cry.
no.
And I was
We gotta
like,
bring you home.
I was
Yeah.
like, it was just so sad. He was just so cute. You know, like when babies cry, they're like it was like that. It gave that.
Yeah. She shout out to Dr. G, man.
Yeah.
I gotta meet Dr. G one
Yeah,
day.
you gotta meet
one of my
Dr.
goals.
G
Shout out to
and
Dr. G.
Deacon Jove.
And Deacon Jove.
Who's
Shout out to them.
The most like, oh my God, that
Yeah.
man is literally like the most caring
Yeah.
human being. Like,
Yeah.
you know how many people have lived with us? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
oh, it's
Okay.
crazy. We take in
Oh
people.
yeah, like the black different strokes. The
Yes.
black Mr. Drummond. Come on.
Literally.
Okay.
They'll be like, oh, like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
you need somewhere to live. Like,
Yeah.
things not going well. Okay, you can stay here for a little bit and then we'll help you get somewhere else.
So y'all taking in stray humans. Fuck it.
No, and cats. Like, we take in stray animals. Like, I've had bearded dragons. Like, I caught a salamander literally like 2 days ago. But
Where?
outside my house. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah,
I'm not into salamanders and stuff like
me
that.
either. Like
Yeah.
they're really slimy, but he was moving like a sloth. I'd never seen that, and I was just like,
Did you relocate him? Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
relocated him to the woods by a stream.
You're so nice.
Yeah, you know.
Salamander saver. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Man.
you know, I really tried.
Yeah.
Like,
As we wrap it up, any final thoughts? This was dope. I'm looking forward to your concert. I'm looking forward to see you grow and elevate. I wouldn't mind seeing you manage another artist, even in memory of Boogie, because I feel like what y'all built, I feel like a lot of, it's like as far as Boogie, you guys complimented each other. I feel like, you know, the life, how you grew up definitely showed him a different side of life. I feel like, you know, there's other artists who need that kind of tutelage, you know, so I would like to see you get back into that. But in the meantime, keep being great. County Center, October 14th.
yes.
October 14th. Tickets are on sale. Ticketmaster. A Night of R&B. Jay Holiday. Yo, if your girl just broke up with you, you might want to go to that concert and get you some healing, man. That's
Yeah.
a good panel.
And there'll be drinks.
And there'll be drinks, and there'll be women.
And
most
there'll be
importantly.
yes, there'll be drinks, there'll be women, and there'll be singing ass men.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to them.
Like shout out
For
to
sure.
the honestly.
That's a legendary panel right there.
Yeah.
That's R&B greatness. A lot of R&B goats.
Mm-hmm.
Final thoughts. Jailyn, Big J.
So I guess my final thoughts are, well, one, how proud I am of you.
Oh wow.
First of all, like,
get
can
me
we
the
take a
blushing.
moment,
Yeah, of course.
like, and talk about how, like, you really decided to do this, and then the way that you've been consistent, the way that you've like had different types of guests, like different things that you've talked about. It's really like amazing how you're, like, the way that you're growing this, because I got to watch from day one.
Definitely.
So it's just like, first
Yeah.
of all, because you're killing it. Super proud of you.
I'm okay. Thank
Yes.
you. I don't really like to go too crazy.
First of all,
about me.
Angelo, thank you for being the person that, like, honestly shoots everything and anything. Like, yeah, like, for real. Like, hopefully, guys, we've been talking for years. I'm going to get it together. I promise. I know. I promise. I promise. We almost there. Like,
Yeah, we gonna be straight. I
Yeah.
can feel it, like the consistency.
oh, yeah. That's
appreciate
definitely.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're killing it. And,
You're doing all right.
you know, I can't wait to also, like, you know, have you at the concert doing some media,
Oh, for sure.
you know.
Okay, yeah, talk
I
to
would
me.
love that.
Oh, I would love that too.
I would love that.
October 14th, pencil me in.
Yeah.
I go get my Farnsworth Bentley suit on and make it happen. Let's do it.
Perfect.
That's something I definitely would be interested in.
No, yeah, 100%. Because
That'd be my first time. First hosting.
yeah,
that'd be
I'm
dope.
like so happy that I can, like, okay, whether it's food, whether it's a job, whether it's an opportunity, I don't care what it is. If I
Resource.
can give somebody their first, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You
I
guys
let's-
been blessed.
No,
And it's gonna come back to you guys triple, giving those opportunities to people. Like you said,
Yeah.
man, somebody can, you know, crash on the couch. That's that energy. I feel like it just comes back to you
Yeah.
in good ways. So yeah, definitely, that's an opportunity I'll be looking forward to.
no, yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see you guys there. Like, truly, this is gonna be so great and so much fun and
I can't wait.
vibes.
Yo, Nothing's Normal podcast. Yo, man, legally hires. Y'all know the motto already, man. One of these, fried, die, laid to the side. Like I said, I'm not really a lime fella, but it reminds me a little bit like Sprite. I rock with it. Be mindful. Sip this kind of slow, man. Depends what your tolerance are. If you're more of a top shelf guy, you'll be fine with one of these. But if you're like a block work to mid guy like myself, well, not block work. I'm more of a mid smoker. I gotta sip it nice and slow, and I clip it. Like I take a couple sips, then it's going in the refrigerator. But yeah, legally highest, Jailyn. Love. Deuces.